Question received from a channel subscriber. Can someone help me understand what Moses means when he mentions the term consciousness in his videos? What does he mean by that? Let me provide a clearer explanation of what I mean when I talk about consciousness. I think I've mentioned this before. When I was young, I read a book by a Brazilian entity called the Esoteric Circle. This book, titled Communion of Thought, discussed the concept of universal consciousness. The book proposed some concepts. Back then, I thought that God was the universal consciousness. That was my perception. So, as a young boy, I immediately interpreted that if God was the universal consciousness, we must be non-universal consciousnesses. That was my childish logic. We were probably human consciousnesses. So, each of us would be a consciousness, an individual human consciousness. Although this was my initial naive conclusion, I later found the term quite fitting because it doesn't specify a particular form. When we use the word consciousness, we are saying that it is something with a perception of everything around it, and this perception can be higher or lower. That's why I began to study and investigate consciousness, to understand why this variation in perception occurs. I'll explain it better. First, I focused on the physical body. Then, over time, I discovered the possibilities provided by the astral projections. Then, I focused on the astral body. With even more work, my goal became the mental body. But I was not sure how we could. For example, right now, I'm aware of the environment and aware of what I'm saying. If I moved to the astral body, how would I be conscious too? Would it all be one thing? And I kept doing research after research. Many years of research indeed. I'm not saying I'm right. The consequence of our work and what we envision for our lives can lead us to right or wrong conclusions, but we are always confident that we are right. Still, I'm totally open to my mistakes. Well, what I've understood is that our consciousness is an energetic configuration. This energetic configuration is a structure. It has no form. It is a structure. We can say it's a ball made of energetic and psychic nature. It's a structure that needs a vehicle to manifest itself. That would be a consciousness. In other words, at that moment, this energy structure has an unlimited capacity for association and knowledge because you can put as much knowledge as you want into it. It doesn't increase or decrease in size. It only reorganizes itself. I am now at this exact moment with my consciousness working here. If I go out in astral projection, it will transit to the astral vehicle, which is this energetic organization. You might ask, what about the physical body? It can have quantities within each vehicle of manifestation. So, it's something I have been studying and believe in. It's just that when we are astral projected and gain a double consciousness, I've already reported some experiences in which this happened, when I could perceive the physical body from my astral body and vice versa. It means our consciousness can split. You may wonder, does this also apply to the mental body? It is present in all vehicles, but its manifestation, or the greater amount of it, meaning the majority of its representation, will be in a place where you can, depending on the limitations of the vehicle, see and feel to a lesser or greater extent. So, this energetic structure is the consciousness. It's a nice thing to study, because it leads us to understand other things. In my astral projection course, I talk about this more intensely. Know that, in the work I'm doing, I'm currently working on a project where I discuss all of this. It will be in the form of a book. I hope to make it available to the public soon. I aim to delve deeper into this knowledge. That's all for now.
Eu vou pouquinho mais longe com relação a esse conhecimento, né? É isso.
Would you like to participate in a work of energy giving from afar that is benefiting thousands of people? Click on the link below for more information.